Hello and welcome back to Planet Crafter Humble. In our last episode, well, which was over a week ago, we set up, I believe, the rocket launch site down on the beach, which we cannot actually see from here. Thought we might be able to. We can't quite see from here down there, but we will need to probably boost the mining and processing of a few things in order to be able to send rockets reliably, because we only have a handful or a slow production of both of the things we're sending, which are the super alloy rods and the pulsar quartzes. So I think what we should do is go down there and have a look at what's there and what's not there, and then come back up perhaps and see what we're lacking as far as resources, and then get on that project of refreshing those. We are currently at just about 900 Giga TI, and our objective for the next thing is 1.25 Tera TI, which is 1250. So we have another 350 plus to go. So it's going to be a little bit of time yet before we get that all together. I did go down to the old rocket launch site, take down the two storages that were there before I started this recording, and put the items in here. Some of them have been collected, some of them haven't. I think probably these rods could be sent off in a rocket, I suppose. But we also need to move that as well. And we still have the possibility of one of these posters being in a chest, in the final chest of one of the ships or something. So we could also take a look for that. Let's go down the rocket site, though. Rocket site. I also put a storage down here. This is our new dump chest, but I also put the access cards in here, which we'll call this one portal dump. And that way, when we come back to the portal, we can dump off our stuff there. And did I set this to supply everything? I may not have. I did not. Okay, well, let's do priority of highest, everything. That way we can take care of those things. Food level low. All right, we'll deal with that in a moment. Yeah, we're not making those very fast. These neither, or this one is. These are both not even configured yet. Let's see. You are short on what? Aluminum's not doing great. Super alloy is what we're short on, though. And then you are short on what else? Iridium and uranium, which means that, assuming that I configured them correctly, which I did, which means that we will need to go and process more uraninite and or ship more uraninite. I might turn this around. Yeah, let's turn this around. Because we're going to be coming and going from that a lot more than the rest of this stuff. I think it makes more sense to have it turned around here. Doot. And maybe I'll pull it back a little bit, like to... here. I lied, I'm not going to pull it back. And then we'll make this one named Rocket Site again. Okay, back up we go to base. We need to eat a little bit of a snack. And then we can go down and look at the processing of uranium and iridium from uranite. And that's where we're going to get the super alloy from, too. Yeah, this has got plenty. That's empty. This is also processing uraninite, I think, and it's got plenty. So the issue right now is processing speed, not supply quantities, which means that... Oh, you're actually having a hard time getting rid of dolomite, too, though. That's the bauxite. These are the dolomite ones. And I think we have 3 of those also. Yeah. Yeah. And that's just stuff that's going to get trashed. So that's fine. So we may need to get rid of more dolomite. I did add all of the bots for these 4. So there's 100 bots now in the network. Drones. Very few of them are actually working, though. So we can actually give them more jobs. So setting up more processing of ores seems like a good idea. But maybe this area should be cleaned up somehow first. I do kind of like the idea of those kind of touching and looking like they're working the same. But maybe I don't want to do that. But we definitely are going to need to process more uraninite and then probably more dolomite. So let's do this. Cobalt times... Let's do 2 of these. So cobalt times 2. Times 2. And then we'll get the other stuff from where we were. 1, 2 of those. Not you, but you. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And 1, 2 of those. So I'm going to want to have one more dolomite processor. We'll put that in here. I will probably still clean this up, but for right now. You will demand dolomite at normal, right? Right. And then you will supply everything at very low. Right. Because the miners are at low. And then do we have room for one right here? Or is it a little too snug? A little too snug. Alright. In that case, I will put it down elsewhere, and then we can maybe do some rearrangement. I think I might move all the bots down here, and then I can move this over into the crusher zone. But for now, this will do. Try to get a little bit more of this stuff crushing. Normal, and then supply. I think these were also at very low. Low. Okay, low it is. What was very low for those? Oh, the miners for the super alloy. That's right. Okay, so that should help a little. Eventually, though, we're going to need to have more mining going on as well of the uraninite. I'm not sure how that looks right now. We could also move this. Oh, I still have those. These got to get moved eventually, probably. The gas extractors, but I do want to move this. And I think I'm just going to attach it to this somehow. This is the vehicle station. Maybe even just like that. Do I want it this far out, though, or do I want to put it in closer? That's not actually a bad idea, put it that far out. Not sure if I like it or not. As an idea yet. Yeah, it's in storage, so it's not going to come back. And then I wanted to look at these two and see if we can do some more of that. So I think the next thing to do is to see what we want to continue expanding, terraformation-wise. We are probably need to do some more plants and animals both. Plants are going to be the trees. Animals are going to be either the frogs or the fish, or both. What do we have currently for counts of fish and frogs? 25 amphibian farms, 16 fish farms. So maybe some more fish, although which one's going to give us a better animal score would be the ones we should probably focus on. And then the tier 3 tree spreaders, we have 31 of those, which is pretty good. Pretty good. We don't have very much power left, only 111 megawatts. Yeah, don't have very much. So I think we should look at which one gives us a better animal score. The amphibian farms, which is 965, or the fish farm, which is 290. The amphibian farms only took 1 frog, though, so 1 boost, whereas the fish farm took 2 fish, I believe. That's 2 boosts. So, but still, I think the amphibian farms are going to be better. So we should probably focus on those. And we also are probably going to need to make some frogs. So we'll do that, and we can also work on some trees. Do I have enough fish, but frog eggs? No generics. I have plenty of frogs, though, so we can do some of those. But I have no memory of where we put them all out at, so we're probably going to have to do something with that. Oh, was there a booster for animals? Fuse for animals. Oh, the production multipliers, too. We could put those down by the crushers. That would be an option. That would boost their productivity. Do we have animal fuses? I thought we did, and then I remember finding that we didn't, but then I kind of remember that we did again. So let's see what I can find. Yeah, I'm not seeing animal booster fuses. Maybe I think them being available was on one of the moons, or we just don't have it yet. That could be. Are they here yet? Okay. Yeah. No. Alrighty. So, let's do some of those things then. That can get cleared. And let's just go grab some of these frogs. I think they might be on one of the moons where you get that thing, but I think I'm going to do... So I was keeping the golden in case I wanted to do a boosted area of them. So maybe I will still keep that. We'll just distribute some of these Afes and Amidos and Siliuses. 1, 2, 3, 4 items. We have 45. Yeah, 45. So that's 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then all of these things. Fertilizer tier 1. 9, 10, 11. Common larva. 3, 8, and 3 is 11. And then it's water. 7, 9, 10, 11. Alright, let's just go out to some of our teleport sites and put some of these around. I don't remember at all where we have them, so let's just put some around. Do we have any here? Of all places, we don't have any right here? Okay, well, guess what? We're putting one in here. Afe? Sure. And out here, we don't even have any? Interesting. Okay. Put another one in here. Kind of looking around, seeing if I notice any around, but I don't. Maybe we didn't make it out to this place to distribute them. Maybe we went elsewhere and never made it here. But I definitely like putting them near the water because, well, they are amphibians after all. Butterflies can kind of go anywhere, although putting them near trees and plants and things makes logical sense at least. We put a bunch underground, I think. I think I remember that. There's some water. No, there isn't water over here. Weirdly, there's not water in this biome over here where there's a bunch of trees. We might have done some over there. Yeah, it's weird that there's not water there. Oh, you know what we could do, though? I don't have really a room for that, maybe? Oh, we can try it anyway. Go into this, in this thing embedded here in the wall and see if we can find an end chest that is that's been reset to contain those posters. Or maybe the hint was just worded weirdly and they're actually only findable in that in those biodomes out by the beach. Which is possible. Whoa, was that there before? Tree roots coming through here? Don't remember. And we fueled this one up, right? Yes. It is locked. The lights are red, so that's the hint. And this is the vault, and there's nothing in here. It wouldn't hurt to go back through all these wrecks and things anyways, just to make sure there's not anything we missed. as we were kind of touring around, so maybe as we go back toward the obsidian area and double check that rack as well. It probably wouldn't hurt. There. Yeah. Did that one already? Yeah, I think we peeked in there. Gonna do it again. Be safe. Oh, that was the exit. Wait a minute. Did I confuse myself? Through... Yes, I did confuse myself because we've been everywhere in here. Okay, never you mind then. Now I got to find my way back out. What? I think. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, nothing in that one, which doesn't entirely surprise me. I'm more and more suspicious that it was simply a improperly worded or whatever hint that really the posters were only findable in those two biodomes in the creepy section by the beach. But who knows? We'll put a couple more frogs around here since this is a rather large lake, and it could use some more. Could use some more frogs, and then we can maybe go elsewhere and put some more out. Well, like right here. This looks good. I would put some here, but I don't think they'll work because you can't really build on top of these rocks. And I don't want to go all the way over there with them for very little good reason, but yeah. We could put some, though, in the iridium cave. One there. Have one... I'll put one over here. I think we talked about the iridium cave. There's a frog species that we don't have yet. Called lavaum? Is that one that we could craft? That's actually the thing that I should look at. Lavaum. No, it's not. It is a findable one in or on Prime. So that's... yeah, that doesn't work. We could put some in the sulfur area, though. Oh, I need to get a drink. There's those few lakes up there, and also in this thing here inside of there's the water. I think we could go do that. And then we also have still 3, I think. Was it 3? Was it more than 3? 3 sounds familiar, but I feel like there was a qualifier to the 3. Actually, can we put them here? That's the real question. Yes, we can. Not out there, but over here, which I think I'll just do. Maybe over here? Oh, gotta be up on this upper part. Okay, well, that's what we'll do then. Put a couple in this in the sulfur area because they don't mind breathing in sulfur, right? Right? Right. Don't really want there though because it's a little too steep. Just got impact, conflict all over the place here. Maybe. Maybe over here, like there. Yeah, that'll do. Less steep anyway. There's another sulfur right there. Don't need it. But there's one there. Maybe one over here at these pools. Well, these are pretty rocky, so it might not go here very well. Also this pool up here. Again, rocky. Not going to go very well. Oh, wait. There's where one can go. And then for the last 3, can any of them go inside this thing here? Wherever that is. Can we go in here and build, or are we restricted in here? And that'll put us at 36 if I counted correctly. Titanium brain. Oh yeah, we could put some up here. Like that. Not a whole lot of choice though here. Maybe only 1 in here. Because of that. I don't think it'll let me put them over here, right? No, of course not. Oh, that's a big nope on that rock. And I don't think there's any water up higher. No. This is all just that rocky cliff area. But these pools don't have any either, so we could put some here. Put the last 2 down here. That works for me. That works for you. That works for me. Oh, do the ecosystems give animal numbers? Insects, not animals. Okay. Let's see. Right here's fine. 2 different species of frogs, 2 different ponds to live in. Works for me. Okay, back we go. We'll need a snack. Let me grab a quick drink before we go. Maybe. There we go. And so then I think the next thing to do would be to boost heat production by adding another set of those, or pressure production by adding another set of drills, or oxygen production by adding another... Wait, what are we getting from... plants, maybe? Yeah, plants and trees. I think we're giving us oxygen best. Right? Trees also? 8,500. Yeah, the trees are giving us the oxygen. Okay. Here. As well as the plants, of course. Plant scores. Oxygen, though, looks really good, so I'm not that worried about oxygen. Biomass is looking better. Quite a bit better. In general. In specific, though, trees are still... The plants are still the suffering thing, and those definitely are going to be 1250... 11... 23, 43, 18, 50, 75, yeah. 758, not bad on the beehives, but the trees are still better. Especially because we can boost them with seeds. So it might just end up being, hey, let's put out some more trees. How far did we get here? 930? Yeah, we only gained about 50 points since we started. So let's do some more tree spreaders next. We now have 31 trees, 36 amphibians, 23 ore extractors. Yeah, so it might be that we need to put out some more drills and some more heaters, but those numbers aren't too bad. 4 million and 5 million respectively. But that 14 million on the oxygen, man. Maybe we do those after we do these. So you need 6 items, and we need trees. I do have some at least. We were converting the plant seeds we had too many of into trees, as opposed to converting the ones that gave us the best boosts. Which Tuskas are 400, so it's not the worst. The Humblies would be better. I don't think we can turn those into trees, though. Nolnas, we were getting some of those converted. Celius, I don't think we can convert Celius Snappies. And Brelias. Pastera's not doing too bad. Shanga. And yeah, so I think, honestly, the Tuskas are the ones we want to convert the most. And look, there's more Humblies still. Retiu's also there. Where's he coming from? The dump chest storages, probably. Yeah. All right, let's throw 2 of those back in there. Because it looks like it's full. Although I can go up and check our dump chest and see what we have in there still for seeds. Nothing. Okay, good. Good. Grab all these things then. So bark. Oh, wait, I need to deal with these plants. These are what? These are elegias. We need mutagen. Times 4. And bark times 4. That's 4, okay. Mutagen tier 1. You, and you. Go. Stuff getting destroyed, I hear. Alright, we'll let those go. We don't really need them for what we're going to do. We have elegias already anyways. We actually have 4 of them already. But let's see, 6, 7. 7 goes into 45 6 times. So let's do, maybe put 2 of these back. Take 2 linifolias, 2 cernias, and 2 elegias. And we need 6 seeds. Or barks, rather. And then, let's see. That's bacteria, I think, right? Yeah. 6 of those. This is fertilizer 2. One more. 12. That's being when they're loading in, you can't click on it very easily. 12 of those, and then zeolite, and finally super alloy. Okay, trees. Where the heck do we want to go put some trees out to? I saw quite a few out at the obsidian area. Let's go take a look in the uraninite cave. I don't remember if we put any in here. There's one back there. I see it. That might be one over there too. It is. We did get some in here. I think we also did some down in this in the osmium cave down here. There's a couple here also. At least one. Maybe just one. I only see one power here. But this is not as big of an area, so maybe we just leave it at 1, but we could come over this way and maybe put one in like here. There's a little pond we could use. Let's see, you're there, so that's a little too close maybe. We could go right here. Let's do one right here. No idea which one I want to do, so I'm just going to go with Cernia. No idea what ones these ones are, that is. Put one in there, and then we could put one in this cave area, even though there's no sunlight. We can always put a tree in here anyway. Has logic. Tree logic. Wait, game logic. That's the stuff right there. Yeah. That'll do. Any in the zeolite area? I don't believe so. How's the zeolite handling here? I should have checked the uraninite when we were in the uranium area. We can go back in there, or the uraninite area. We'll put one out here on this side of the pit. One of the elegias. Elegant. Nice. Oh, maybe it was the plant booster that I was being told that I should put the trees in a plant booster range. Maybe that was it. That could have been it. That was probably it. Either way, one over here looks like a good spot, given the slopes and things here. And we'll do a Cernia for that one. Go back in this way fairly quickly. Go take a look at the uraninite. Also, that as well while we're here. See how the mining is holding up. None? Yeah, I was afraid of. We had one more destroyer, and it's not able to keep up anymore. So we might have to add a couple more miners to that. But given the fact that that's providing us with 3 minerals, it's not so bad because, yeah, 3 minerals. If I can find the exit here. That's not it. Over here? Yeah. I do want to go up there. It's not going to be... Oh, can we put trees in the cave system? I mean, there's a giant tree growing over there. Oh, yeah, we did that already. Yes, we can. Uh-huh. Did that one. Do another one over here. Yeah, let's do another one over here. That one. Hello, frog. One here. Did I put any in here, or is that the naturally growing ones? Oh, those are mine. Those are Rubaru trees. There's one over there already. Probably a few over there. We do more down on the beach. We were talking about moving that one elsewhere, but we could just add more down there. I think we should do another batch because that was only what, 6 of them. I think we could do another batch of those, especially because we just made a bunch of elegias. Not up here though. Down here. And then these 2 Cernias as well. 6. Six. 12. 12. Pickups. 6. And 6. $42 plus 3 is 45. Excellent. Let's teleport down to the rocket site. And then go over to some of these other areas and put out some more trees. Could put one over there, presumably. I don't know if we can get them up there on top of the spires, but down here on the ground at least, we should be able to do. What if we can put them up on the intermediate level? I think that's all rocky. One over here by the defunct rocket. One back here in the corner, maybe. Like 3. Unless we can do any upstairs. Yeah, like right back here would be good. Actually, I could maybe even do a fourth one. Big enough area, why not, right? Right. Put a Cernea over here, just to be different. Did 3 Elegias. So, beyond this, though, I'm not entirely sure what else I should expand. This is a definite no. What I should expand upon, in terms of trying to get to those next tiers faster, or what you want to see me expand upon, or any of those types of things. We could always just keep doing expansion. I'm not sure if you're interested in this component or not, or if you want to kind of wait until we get to something unlockable, which honestly we're just about there with animals, and then it might be interesting again. So it might be worthwhile to yeah, we're not gonna be able to put any of this stuff up here. Nope, not even up there. Okay, not gonna go up there then. Might even be worth it for me to let the game run to get to 1.25, which we're not that far off. Another 300k or 300 Giga Ti or so. And then at that point, come back with the next episode. Or if you want to see me do more stuff spreading, or if you want how you want to handle that. So by all means, let me know in the chat or the comments, or the or come to Discord and join me there for that. But otherwise, I think we'll just keep doing this so far today and see what we can get accomplished as far as spreading stuff around the world. I think that's where we're kind of at. So maybe it's worth it to do the heaters. Another group of heaters. If that's the case, we should buy some more boosters for that. I don't know if we have enough materials to do such a thing. But we can try. Have we launched any rockets yet? I don't think so. I think they're all still sitting there. I haven't gotten a chime for, hey, you got stuff. Are we doing on... Not ready yet. Yeah, I wonder if we're not making enough algae either. No, there's some there that's harvestable. Okay, never mind. Oh, there it goes. That's the, that's super alloy rods. I think I'll just leave one of those going. But we definitely need some more stuff for the other one. We do have that pile of things, though. It was in the dump chest, so I think we can go get one of those. Well, actually, one moment then. Take a look at what do we have. Pressure and heat, those are 2,500 apiece. We have 19,000, so we could afford 2 sets of 3. Yes, we could. We could also buy some of these other tree seeds, which have a good multiplier value. Fish eggs, a good multiplier value as well. Kenjos frog eggs, good multiplier there. I think we should put the production multipliers out, maybe at the uraninite to start with. That would be a good thing to do. And then maybe also at the crushers. So let's work on those couple of projects before we spread out more things. So starting with, go to the base. Collect all of these and that. And these. Should do some more fish probably too. Oops, not that. This way. Rocket. And then over here on this one. Let's put an order in first. Or 3 of these and 3 of those. And then fill this guy up with, almost fill this guy up with things. Did you make any of these rods? Per chance, you did. Okay, we're going to fill it up with that then too. And we'll have to just deal with the uraninite stuff that's holding up our production of pulsar quartz. So next, then we need to have boosters. Boosters. Here, optimizers. That's what they're called. That needs loads of powder. Uranium rods, which I just sold a bunch of, but that's fine. And then obsidian. And also the fuses would be good. Probably should have put this on a piece of iron. Here's one. Just for fun. That was not anywhere near center. And those all get affected. Now this will affect up to 8. And we only have 4. So we could easily add more uraninite miners. But at this point, I don't think I want to. I probably should. But we need to deal with the other stuff here first. So let's go down again. Out here. Let's rearrange some of this. So if I move the robots. Dang it. You're going to be that guy, aren't you? Fills up the one that I'm trying to take down. Because it's funny. Because it's the closest one, actually. Ha! I win. Okay, let's go down here to the end and start them right in here someplace. There. I think I'll center them between 2 and put it right on the edge of that one. Yeah, that'll work. And then you can have this, and I will demand those here. Or I'm not sure if that's necessary or not. Now you're only counting 98. Did 2 of them fail because I deleted it while they were flying in? That would be a bummer, but it's not that... not the end of the world if that happens. Yeah, I somehow lost 2 in that process. Or because they were en route, and instead of redirecting, they just disappear. Oh well. We lose any more? No. Okay. And then this can stop demanding. Ouch. I don't have room for all this stuff. Actually, I wonder... Not really. Maybe. A little bit. Then I can put these in there. Yes. And then I can empty the rest of this out. Alright. The only issue is there are things that craft things on the other side of this wall, and these may pick that up. I wonder if these should be placed somewhere differently. entirely differently. Out on their own kind of thing. Like maybe out front here. Or 50 Terra tokens. Alright, that's the super alloy back. That's a bummer. A bit of a bummer. Although I did this differently. Yeah, I could always move this slope here and let this go out a bit further and maybe put these in here. Let's do that. Let me grab some iron and we'll move these things around a bit while we're moving things around a bit. Iron. What I want. Give me all of that. That should be enough. Probably not. And that kind of little area right there would be kind of good for this. One, two, three, four. And I'm out. I need a few more, I think. I might do. So let's see. I'm going to want to have... Actually, I'll put just the uraninite and dolomite ones over here. Maybe I'll leave the bauxite one behind, or maybe I won't. Where's that at? Over here. Over here. Let's do it like this. Or maybe I'll put that one out of range. These do actually fit in one block, so I don't need as much space as I thought I did here. If the optimizer goes there... You can have that. You can demand those. Apply all. Very low. One, two. Put this here. Like this. Those, and then let's move the rest of these. There's some more of these. Could have probably turned off all these demands. Might have been a smarter thing to have done. Two, three, four dolomites. 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth one of the uranites. One at a time. Oh, food level critical. Well, that's not good, Wally. Next. Maybe I should have put that connection there rather than over there. No, because that's more centered over there. It's fine. Finally. It'll be weird. Actually, there's no reason why those can't go in there. Now hydration's critical. Because they'll get picked up, and they'll get transported around. If no other reason, or no other time than right now, when this one's here and empty. Alright, so that'll take care of these 4 Uraninites. And then we'll need to do the same thing for the Dolomite. The bauxite might get moved too, it just might be placed purposely out of range. Of the booster. I didn't want to do that, but I did it. So it is what it is now. This one will be the one that I take with me. It has a bunch of stuff. Not what I wanted there either. You can have that, this, and that, and I think I can take this otherwise. Without dropping anything. I think these were at low? No, I don't remember. Very low. Or were the other ones at low? Oh, that was the wrong one. Do very low. Very low. Very low. Did I goof it up? Very possible. But I think I will continue doing this, or finish doing this, off camera. You all can let me know your thoughts on the earlier questions about what you would like to see me do on camera versus off camera versus waiting for things to happen before we start another episode, which will probably be, still be like 3 days away. So that'll be fine. These very low or low? Maybe they were low? Yeah, because we have a dolomite miner, I think. Maybe. And then we'll come back in the next one, and we'll hopefully make some progress toward the next level. The next items, which is mammals, and that's a whole nother array of things to do that's quite different and interesting. So if you haven't seen that before, you'll definitely want to join for that. But for now, though, we're going to leave this here, and next time we're here, we will make some more progress and see what else we can unlock, what else we can do, and what else we can boost. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you all then. Bye for now.